Hello and welcome to this episode of Microfuturism, where we take one aspect of society and project its impact into the future. On this episode, we are going to be talking about work. Now, work may not seem like a micro aspect of life, but in the future, things will change. Since humanity was Neanderthals, we have only known work. Work for food, work for shelter, work for everything. But as society has moved along in technology and advanced in multiple ways, things have become easier. Jobs have become simpler and easier to do more work. And because of this, we have been able to do other things, not just work all the time. But in the future, how will that progress turn into something else? When we think of work, we think of it providing two different things. One, an income, monetary benefit, something that allows us to live our lives when we're not working, something that provides money for food and housing and other things. The other aspect of work is that every job we do contributes to society, and it makes it function. Without people doing jobs, even ones we don't want, it allows us to do things. It allows society to work. It allows things to function. Without farmers, there would be no food. Without people building electronic chips, there would be no computers. Things that allow us to have the society that we have today. But as society moves forward, we want to do less. We don't want to work as much as our previous generations have. We want to enjoy the technology that has been provided to us. So how do we juggle this one side of working for money and providing food for ourselves, and the other side of holding up society and having the things that we want? That comes down to, well, the technology that we have and will have in the future. With things like automation, less people and less time can do more. We just hit a button and factories work, multiplying the amount of effective work that each person does. This concept has brought on the idea of the 4-day work week, or less hours working per day. So how is that going to affect our future? How is less work, which would in theory provide less money to provide the things that we need to have in the future? Well, with that, two things will happen. One, technological advances in automation and also AI to automate the automation will become even more prevalent, and that will allow even less people to do even more work, amplifying the amount of work one person can do, meaning that one person that is working can do even less and work even less in their lives, allowing them to do other things like live an actual life. But what about the people that don't have these automated automation jobs? Well, let's look at that in a moment. Let's talk about something else first. The second part. The second part is the social evolution that will occur. This push for the 4-day work week and less hours per day will eventually be a push to a 3-day work week or a 2-day work week and even less hours per day. Eventually, we will be getting to the point where a person is only working 1 or 2 hours in a week or 1 or 2 hours in a month. But how? How can we provide all of this work with less work? Well, automation and AI are going to take care of that. One person can start the automation and maybe another person manages it, but the automation keeps going. That food keeps getting built. Those computer chips keep getting built. All the work that needs to be done keeps getting done with less personal work, less human interaction. The automation and the AI will be taking care of it. So the average person can sit back and relax while the automations and the technology and the AI take care of all of it for you. So instead of working 40 hours a week for $20 an hour, a person might work 1 or 2 hours a week, but get paid thousands upon thousands of dollars for that same work. This will allow both of the benefits, being able to work for money and be able to work to contribute to society. things are able to get done and people are able to make money for themselves so that they can live their lives and not have to work all the time. But how will this work? How will society change? Evolution, moving forward and working for human lives, not human work. Being able to actually do the things that we want to do in our lives. In the future, we'll be able to actually live a life and enjoy humanity instead of working all the time and wasting our lives behind a desk, in a computer chip factory, or working in a field. That food, those chips, everything will be able to be made and people will be able to have enough to live the life that they want. So, keep working and keep pushing for that 4-day work week, because in the future, we will be able to have the work-life balance that we've always earned.